Hello everybody. So from the title of this video, you guys should know that we are meal prepping today. It is December, so it is still crazy busy, but one thing that I really want to make sure to do is, amongst all the busyness, still have healthy food that I am excited about to keep on plan. So when I do want to have indulgences, I could just really enjoy it because I know I have had a bunch of healthy, good, Weight Watcher friendly items today. So what we're going to start off with prepping is actually a slow cooker meal, and it is by Emily Bites, my absolute favorite Weight Watchers blogger recipe person. I have yet to have something that wasn't amazing from her. And what I'm going to be making, it is called the slow cooker Kickin chicken pasta. It's a little bit hard to get all those things. So this will be 7, if you are on green, it's 8 smart points, blue it's 7, purple it is 3, for 1 1/3 cups of serving, and it's pasta, which is so good for this time of year. So let's get this started. Alright, so I have my crock pot here, and all I have to do is kind of put the things together. So I have what I think is medium-sized zucchini that I have chopped up. So it's kind of cool that this pasta dish is getting some vegetables in it. Oh, and one thing which is so nice, guys, zucchini is super easy and almost like fun to cut up. So just side note, if you have any great zucchini recipes, please let me know, because I am going to want to try to use them because I like cutting them up. Is that a weird reason? I just added 1 can of tomato sauce, 8-ounce can tomato sauce to this little mixture. Get in there, little zucchini. And the next step is I have fat-free reduced sodium chicken broth and all that. Oops. You guys probably not surprised to see my measuring and my cooking. Not an exact science by any means. So I had 2 cups of the broth that I had to add to it. Now it is supposed to be 3 garlic cloves minced. So I just have a jar of already minced garlic, and I love garlic. So I'm going to say, in my brain, 3 cloves is going to be 3 gigantic spoonfuls. So, yeah, that's honestly probably not the measurements, but that is just what I am going to go for because I really like garlic. So if you don't like garlic, or if you love garlic more than me, you could adjust accordingly. And then I have lemon juice. I wish I had fresh squeezed lemon juice, but I don't. And you know what? Just gotta make do with what you have. So I am adding 2 teaspoons of lemon juice to this. And now for the Kickin part of the Kickin part, I am going to add some Frank's red hot sauce. Now, yeah, this is totally spicy, and I'm going to add 1/4 cup, but it's 1/4 cup for a big whole thing. So I'm really hoping that it's not going to be too overpowering by any means, but I'll let you know, right? And then to that, we're going to add I think it's 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. I really don't want to dig in my drawer to try to find 1/4 teaspoon. So I am just going to give it just a little bit of this one. I do really like, I'm one of those people that like to put crushed red pepper on their pizza. So I'm not too afraid of this one. And then I have, if it'll focus, maybe not, some dried basil leaves. It is also supposed to be 1/4 teaspoon. And I really like, when I say really like, I love basil. So I am dumping some extra because that's how I roll now. Hi. So real life story here is we had recently come back from vacation and there were some onions in our like fruit basket thing that we had, and I totally forgot to check. So when I was making my list, I was like, to check to see if it was good. When I was making my list, I was like, oh yeah, totally, that's like, we have onions. But the onions, not good. You know how they get all squishy and gross. So, so I sent Eric to go to the grocery store. He had to go, actually to go to Target because he had to get something anyway from there. So I am supposed to add onion. It is half a cup of chopped onion to this. I will be adding this whenever he gets back to the store. So just in case you don't see it, there is supposed to be half a cup of chopped onion, and I will be adding onion to this mixture. Okay, so this is what it looks like with all the things in it, and then I'm just using my handy dandy Elsa spatula to kind of stir it all together. Once again, there's supposed to be onions in this, but the onions are coming. And then you are supposed to add 1 pound of raw, boneless, skinless chicken broth, or chicken breast. Wow. Sorry, can you tell it's still pretty early if my brain is not working? Ooh, I have to say, from stirring it up, it smells really good. Yeah. So mine is a little bit more than, I'm going to add another one. Hold on. I just put the chicken in there. So I'm adding a little bit more chicken just to use up the whole thing. So it's supposed to be 1 pound. Mine's over 1 pound, but I'm doing the blue plan, and so it's really not going to affect my points. And I'm all for more chicken breast because why not, right? It's lean, good for you, keeps me full up. So that's all you really do for this first part. You just put everything together, put it in a slow cooker. You could do it on high for 3 to 4 hours or low for 6 to 8 hours, and then you have the next step. I'm putting it on low just because that's just how my day is going to go. I am meal prepping, but I'm going to be doing work in between things. So anyway, you don't care about that. So let's get started on our next thing that we're going to do. Alright, so I like to do some of the prep work so you don't see everything, because honestly parts of it kind of boring for the cooking. So I am making these ham and cheese twists, which I'm so excited about. Obviously still Emily Bites, my fave. And I'm planning on using them for snacks, for breakfast. I'm very excited about it. Let me show you the ingredients and then we'll talk. Alright, so it's really simple, which I like it. So you just have some deli ham. It's supposed to be 2% cheddar cheese, but I didn't have that, and it's similar scanning points, so I'm just using this light Mexican blend. And then you're supposed to use mustard, but honestly I cannot get enough of this garlic mustard aioli sauce, and it's so I'm going to use that. And then this guy, which is giving me some problems, I tried to keep it for you. This is the Pillsbury French bread thing. Okay, let me show you the problem. So you are supposed to unroll it. Problem number 1. This side kind of unrolled. This side I absolutely did not want to unroll. And so I tried using a roller pin to try to make it even, and it caused all these holes in it, and it didn't even really make it even. So I am just going to wing it. So just forewarning you, mine are going to look ugly, and I had a battle, and this one, not me. Alright, so here we go. We're going to try to tackle the beast. I'm going to eyeball this thing. So I have a pizza cutter, and I am going, oh, do you hear that lightsaber noise? It is a Star Wars pizza cutter. I'm going to kind of break it in half. Okay, just scoot it over a little bit. And on 1/2, I am going to add the ham. Just going to kind of lay it on. It is supposed to be 6 ounces of deli ham. Because of my situation of I really don't know if this is going to be laid out correctly, I am just going to put as much as I feel will be good and necessary for this one. So maybe double up. I wish you guys, this is something I really wish was live right now, so you guys can see. Oh, you know what? No. And then I have my cheese here. I'm going to have a layer of this. Then I'm going to put a little cheese. Yeah, now we're talking for this. Ooh, this is supposed to make 12 of these twists. Guys, we're experimenting, okay? I'm not going to change really the amount of anything so I don't mess with the points, but this is going to be interesting, okay? So let's keep layering. Yeah, I'm just going to use my 6 ounces of ham so we do not mess with any points. I think this is going to be filling though, right? With this amount of meat and cheese, I am excited about this. But once again, it's supposed to be supposed to make 12 of this. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just sprinkling a little bit of cheese. I'm going to reserve some cheese. It doesn't say to do this, but I'm going to reserve some cheese to the side to use for the top of it. Alright, so now on this other half, I am just spreading my favorite Trader Joe's garlic mustard aioli spread. I am going to try to spread this fairly light because if you guys have tried it, which you should, you guys should know that it is a pretty intense, powerful flavor, and I still want to be able to taste the cheese, you know, so I'm going to try to spread it pretty light. Like, I definitely want to taste this because it's delicious, but I also want to be able to taste the ham and the cheese, and so, yes. All right, there we go. This looks like enough. So now my goal is to put this on top of this. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to start from this side. And, oh, maybe stretching it would have been a good idea to try to get it. Oh, goodness gracious. This is not very even, but hey, you know what? Maybe my recommendations or one of my tips would be to maybe let it come to room temperature, or maybe not exactly room temperature, but like kind of closer, so that it seems to be easier to stretch when it's getting warmer. So now I'm just trying to like make the sides meet, kind of make it into like a giant calzone. So I'm just pressing the sides. Obviously I'm struggling over here in some of the corners where it wasn't exactly even, but oh well. Alright, so my goal now is to be able to cut these into 12 even, or 12 basically breadsticks. Oh my gosh, what happened to this one? I got 12, alright, so this is a start. Okay, so I think you could probably see that I have my pan already sprayed. Honestly, looking at it, these are not even, but I am not going to be picky about it because I'm just doing my best here, people. So what you are supposed to do is you're supposed to take these and then twist it. Oh, hey, this could be worse. This could be worse. All right. Can you, this, it could be a lot uglier, everybody. I am not mad about that. All right. So we're just twisting, 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 and then placing / just letting it fall where it may. These things, yeah, this is not even in the slightest. All right, this is what they look like. So honestly, when I was doing the twisting, a lot of the cheese fell out, but whatever, I just put it on top, right? Cheese is cheese, I'll take it any way it comes. So now I'm going to put it in the oven, 350 degrees, I think for 28 minutes. I could be wrong. Check the link, I'll have it below. It's out and it smells fantastic. So good, guys. I'm actually getting excited. This may redeem itself. Now it's time for the last recipe of the day, which is butternut squash soup. So you start by putting 4 tablespoons of light butter into the pot. Alright, so to the butter we just add some chopped up onions and try to just cook them a bit until they are tender. Alright, so the onions have started cooking, and then I am going to add, oh, this is 2/3 of a cup, not, oh wow. I'm going to add vegetable broth. Double check the amount that you're supposed to add. And then I am also going to add to that a bit of the marjoram leaf. If I could open it. Oh, there we go. A little bit. As well as a bit of cayenne pepper. Once again, I am not a measuring person, so don't do as I say, not as I do, right? And then I have some black pepper. Oops, that does not want to come out. There we go. And then butternut squash. So I have this, the already peeled cut up version from Trader Joe's. It is it got a bit open and dropped, so I don't have the full measuring thing. But it's close, right? Only a couple pieces were dropped. So add this. And then you bring to a boil. Okay, it is boiling, so I am just going to cover it, turn it down to a simmer, and check on it in around 20 minutes. Okay, so the soup has been simmering for about 20 minutes. The squash is really tender, so I just measured out 4 ounces of this 1/3 less fat Philadelphia cream cheese, and I am going to mix it in, and then I'm going to call Eric over because he is really good with the immersion or hand blender to blend this up. Alright, the expert hand blender is in the house, ready to assist.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh.
It's such a weird sound. Oh, but it's looking. Has potential, guys. Has potential. Alright, this is what it looks like all blended up. And then you're just supposed to sprinkle some pumpkin pie spice on before you eat it. So it looks good. I'm going to package all these things I'm making like buffet style all in one bowl, just because honestly we don't have a lot of individual things. So these are the ham and cheese rolls all put up in a baggie, and my gosh, so excited for these. Alright everybody, this is my dad. His name is Dad, and and he was my taste tester because he was smelling the ham and cheese twist things, and so he wanted to try it. So please tell them what you think.
Well, one thing I know is McDonald's is in trouble because this is better than the sausage McGriddle. If you're a fan of egg muffins, whatever, you're going to like this because it's very tasty. It's warm, something you could eat right away before you head out the door in the morning. All you need is a cup of coffee to make you happy. So I would highly recommend that.
I didn't even pay him to say that. Okay, thanks, Daddy. So to get back to the pasta, so I took the chicken out and I shredded it. It was super easy to shred. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chicken back in, and then this is some Parmesan cheese. The exact measurements will be with the recipe linked below, as well as I believe it's 3 ounces, but we could check for sure, of the Philadelphia 1/3 less fat cream cheese and mixed that together. So I put the pasta in. Now I was totally not paying attention and I realized I used 2 different kinds of pasta, but whatever. This is, I'm not going to lie, this is not the first time I've done it. So then I'm supposed to cover it in liquid and make sure all of the noodles are like covered, and then basically, honestly, so duh, to cook the noodles, and then put the cap back on. So I think I'm going to use both hands to do it, but that is the next step. Alright, this is it all done and stirred up. This actually looks really creamy, and there's a ton of pasta, which is awesome. Yeah, so I think I'm going to package this up. I hope this gave you guys some ideas on what you can use. These are meals that I think could totally be easily like individual packaged up if you have the right storage containers for it. I just don't, so I'm going to be having these buffet style and eating them all week. Speaking of which, I know I didn't like try these or tell you anything about my taste about them, because I am actually tomorrow going to be eating all of these in a what I eat in a day. And so really the point of that is because this is meant to be able to help you for reheating. So some things taste way better or way different once they are reheated. So I wanted to give you those opinions, and I'll be making different things to show you like what I pair, how I make it work in my plan. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe and the thumbs up button before you leave, and I will see you in tomorrow's video where we eat a lot probably.